Hi friends, Yin here. Very happy to be walking through my December daily album with you. I had wrote some of my thoughts and reflections on Ali Edwards' blog, so I will just jump right in here. So this is my inside page, which I had pre-made. I stitched the acrylic joy with the felt numbers and pasted a verse from Luke 2 to decorate the inside page, and I'm very happy with that. And this would be my inside cover, and I used the December die cut from this year's kit. I love all the die cuts because I do not have a cutting machine or a silhouette, and so these were very good for me. On the inside, I wrote about how we are home this year. All four of us are home the whole of December for the holidays, so that's wonderful. And I also wrote a prayer here for December. And then over here are just a few pages where I did kind of like a planner memory kind of page, where I started from 1st December and went all the way. I kind of wanted to capture all of what we were doing every day, because in the actual December daily pages I didn't get to capture everything, and there's a part of me that want to make sure it's all here. So I really loved it and filled it all up, as you can see. And I got to go all the way to 31st December, so that was cool, because in here I stopped at day 25. So here's the pages proper. On day 1, again acrylic heart. I did some of these beforehand, so there was time. And I also stamped, this is the stamp from the Inner Creative Bubble mini kit, and I stamped it on canvas fabric. Stamped what I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is, so again, a more detailed list of our December wishes, like getting our first live tree, attending church service in person, which we got to do, so that was wonderful. And over here is this is a picture. This is on our wall in our family room. I used all the envelopes from the DD Advent calendar, and I printed devotions and put inside them, and then we did family devotions throughout December. So I really love this. It was also super pretty and festive on our wall. And tucked inside here, I also wrote further a bit more about that, and us on the family devotion. So I love that. Okay, so that's day 1. Day 2, all the things we'd never do. So we went to the Museum of Ice Cream, which just opened in Singapore, and telling my family are very photo fatigued because of me, but for December daily they said okay, they would take photos, and they actually went with me to do this, and we even did a jump shot thingy, which is terribly unlike us. So well, we have to make all the magic for ourselves, right? And on day 3, so we were all on holiday. I was on leave as well, so we booked a sailing trip on a yacht to the outer islands of Singapore. We couldn't travel overseas, and well, it really felt really good. It felt like we were really away, at least for a day, and so I was very happy to document it. Oh, I was gonna say that for this page, because it's all pink, I used the Paisley Press kit, mini kit, and then for this page I managed to include some of the not so more blues and greens from the kit, I think it's called the plastic or acetate circles, and some of the other pieces from the kit. Okay, day 4 is my husband and my 28th anniversary. So some photos here for on that day. That's where we went. The journaling is tucked in here, how we were celebrating, and this is just some what I feel is us at this moment, what speaks of us, the couple. And then for over here, I actually pre-made this page. This is a template I made myself. You can find it on my store. The link is on the Instagram profile. And this, I managed to find 28 photos of us over the years, from the time we were dating and married. Yeah, I really love this. It's cool to commemorate our anniversary this way. Okay, on day 5, my stamped love is in the air, because we went to attend a wedding, which was super wonderful. We hadn't attended any wedding in person. This was the first time in the 2 years since COVID started. It was really, really lovely, and I got to use this canvas pocket. I simply stuck it on and used the pockets. And over here I use a transparency piece to allow the flip over to this side, which is a page I made for the product play lesson. I was using the painted wood veneers. They're very cute. I love them because they're nostalgic looking, and so I paired them with the pattern papers, which are more modern looking, and I created flip ups to talk about our Advent, all the different Advent that we have. And yeah, there's a photo we took on the 6th of December after we were finished with our devotions for that day. So actually the Advent is one of the things I love the most about our December. On day 7, I did a page to talk about our Minimalist Christmas. You see, my family moved about 8 years ago to where we live now, and we downsized and gave away all our Christmas decorations, and then we allowed ourselves to start collecting tiny Christmas trees to decorate a corner in our living room. And so this is that story. So over here I talked about why we want to go minimalist, and there are some photos of how our Christmas corner started over the years. And then this page is I think from product play 2, the idea, and you're just cutting out all the pieces from the kit to make the tree shapes. And also I also numbered each of these tiny trees and wrote about the history of where we got them from, most of them overseas on our trips, and yeah, some stories behind that. So I really love this. Okay, day 8 is the story of our first live tree. Is really mini. It's only 50 cm. I don't know how much is that in inches. Really small but really cute. It's a fir tree, I believe, and it smelled really heavenly, and that's the story about that. And then these were just some of the things I did. This was an idea from Pinterest, stamping, and yeah, these are what do they call, sparklies or confetti, and I did that early on. Just some creative bits that I could do as foundation pages. On day 9, we went to our local Gardens by the Bay. You might have heard of it, the beautiful gardens, and they were fully lighted up, decorated for Christmas. It's an event called Christmas Wonderland. So I was very happy I could get a full page photo out of my iPhone, and I also learned to add these sequins from Neela, our creative member. I love that. And then I added more photos in here attached to the 3x8 Falala transparency. Day 10, okay, so it's always hot in Singapore, so we went on a hike with our friends. So this was a wonderful day, and I wrote more about that and more photos in here. And this is from Ali's product play lesson, the window pockets. So I have more in here about what we did that day. These are our best friends, so super thankful for these moments. And then on the next page, day 11, because of that half circle page, I made this circle flip up to talk about the day where we went home blessing with our church to the neighbors around our church, and came back more blessed than we set out to bless others. So home blessing, returning blessed multiple fold. I did this actually in Photoshop, so it's digitally stamped. That's day 11. We were there after lunch, and this is these are the plastic acetate hearts. So I took 3 and put them on there, and yet another 3 on the back for day 12, which I told three stories because I think it was a Sunday, and I think we went to a Christmas market, and then we had games at home. We made our own rules, so it was pretty fun. And my son had his friends over in the evening, and here I was using all the nested frames from this year's collection. On day 13, I was actually working at home, and then my husband and son decided to help me with some of the cleaning up around the home, and they made a mess before they made it all good. So this was a fun story around here. I blew up the speech bubble for that. So all is chaos, all is bright, never a dull moment. I think these are from the mini kids. On day 14, find your joy. This is a story I told beforehand as a foundation page. I wanted to talk about how we're missing the holidays that we normally travel in December. Is our school holidays, and so over the years we had the chance to go to all the winter locations in other parts of the world. And so this is a page that I wanted to just include here to say that what we're missing, but also how we're finding joy in spite of not traveling, how we're embracing it all. So this is a pattern paper from the kit, and these are I stamped the I think it's from the icon stamp set, and then added the silver stars. I love these glitter stars this year. On day 15, I actually told a story. I called it A Tale of Christmas Past. I don't think I spelled that correctly, but that's okay. So it's telling the story of how our family and extended family and with our friends have celebrated Christmas over the years, from the time I was married, and how things have changed and what we have done, and just a bit of a record, because yeah, I like that. And then inside here I had a bit of a flip up to tell a bit of hidden story about the family members who have left us, who are not here with us anymore. And and this is of course the great class by Yenny, right? I hope I pronounced her name correctly, from the Ali Edwards creative team. Her lesson in product play, which was so awesome, and I had to copy it. Yeah, you should check it out if you haven't. Okay, and this last page, because I started to break my album into the second album here, I made this page to talk about this wonderful journey I have being on the December Daily Creative team this year, all the different things I got to try and do, and got to chat with Ali, and yeah, so that's the last page of volume 1. Okay, let me get volume 2. So let me just see, this is volume 2. Okay, and on day 16, I told 3 stories: AM, PM, and evening story. And this was a Insta hop that the creative team did. We wanted to show how to use the shaker pockets, so this is what I did. I love that, if I lift them up, that's that sound they make. And of course, that was the morning I got to chat with Lisa, Ali, Nolana. Okay, it was really, really wonderful. Really, what an opportunity, an experience. And then in the PM, I went out with my husband for a bicycle ride. And in the evening, I met up with my college friends, it's been 30 years, but we have been meeting each other up over the years. And then on day 17 is the day we got down to do all our Christmas wrapping. This is a page, a photo I took, a flat lay photo following Pam Baldwin's inspiration of my papers for this year. And then tucked in here, I just cut a slit here and tucked this behind. I talked about how we are enjoying this season, and I got a photo of me and my husband doing the wrapping. And over here, I had stamped these tags. I made these tags from the icon stamp set. I stamped them and cut them out, and I wrote about all the different parties or presents that we are giving this year, and the different friends and family that we are buying for. So that's day 17. On day 18 is the day I went to my mom's place with my brother, my family, to celebrate Christmas. We had to space it out because in December, Singapore had the rule of only 5 visitors per family per day. So we started celebrating early. This was on the 18th. I spelled it out here, and this was a foundation page I made early. So magic is something you make because well, that was all we could do, but yet it was a wonderful time together. And so I had more, this is the same day, I had more journaling tucked behind here, celebrating, how we're celebrating. So that's day 18. On day 19 is the day we planned a Zoom party with my friends, our friends and their children. And because we were all over the world, and again only 5 could meet at each location, so we had to split up, and some of the children were in UK. So I did this mixed media page with these wood veneer houses, super cute, and the vellum trees to talk about where we all are and who joined in. And so this is the Zoom party, and then more journaling inside. So that was really fun. And day 20, day 20, actually I started realizing that I have not enough days left to tell all my stories, so I kind of compressed a few days of beat up with friends and all that. This happened over 3 days, but I put them all on day 20. All the friends that we met up, my sons met up, and I pasted these on transparency, and I cut this pattern paper, the star pattern paper, out to stick it on, and painted the other side with gold, and so that's pretty cool. On day 21, I wanted to tell the story of our home decor. Even though we are minimalist, we did do a few things this year. So this is a bouquet photo that I took, which took me 2 hours. So this is the story of how my husband was happy to help me, work on this, taking of this photo, and yeah, it was fun. And I managed to include this glitter star. I think it's from the star mini kit, if I'm not wrong. The photo is a bit wonky, but that's all right. And then here is, this photo was actually taken in November. My husband and me were trying to be newbie florists, trying to make our own live wreath. That's the story. And then here is all our other stories of what we did to minimalistically decorate our home. And this was the wreath page that I saw so much inspiration and I had to follow. On day 22, then I told the story of all the shows that we were watching. And this is another grand idea from Jenny Rai, I think, in the prep day class. Yes, and she blew up a speech bubble, I think, and then managed to follow her to put some of these I can't remember what you call these, confetti or something inside. And I don't have a sewing machine, so I hand stitched it, and it worked really well. So it's really fun. And then here I talked about these movies or shows that we watch and who liked them and who didn't. And so that's quite a fun bit of us captured there. And these are the plastic hearts. Okay, so Love Actually is actually our most favorite all-time Christmas show, but we didn't get to watch it this year because our player was broken. So day 23 is the day we went on another hike with our friends, and I had already cut out this, I don't know how to pronounce the word, poinsettia or poinsettia flower, and I wanted to use it, so to journal about it. And so on the left side, because the colors didn't quite match, I did this mixed media page just to add another of those flowers to talk about this hike. And inside here I use I just adapted slightly the template from Lisa, the Ali Edwards DD 2021 December template set, and use some of the lovely stickers from the set. Okay, and here we are in Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I just used the very good thick vellum wreath paper. I cut it a bit up so that I can do a flip up here and add these embellishments from the kit. And there is my family with my mom-in-law who lives with us, the 5 of us, and this is the story that has my heart. Love the glitter phrase stickers from the collection this year. So this is the story of how we celebrate our Christmas Eve by ourselves. It's only the 2nd year that we have done it. Previously, we always joined the extended family in a big celebration. So it's a new tradition that we started, and it is wonderful. and then because I have all these great photos of everybody opening their present, and each has such great stories, I managed to think of using a transparency to put each story on it, and then I could add the fabric circles there and have this page here. So that's Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Day, so on Christmas Day I have these kind of baubles that I made beforehand already, so I just added them here. Christmas memories for the 25th. So it flips up to I hope you can see this. This is Christmas morning, we went to church, so the photos that we have there, and in the afternoon and evening our friends came over for another great celebration, so the journaling is in here. And then that's day 25, and this is day 26. This photo was taken on day 26. It's just to close my album. We had just completed our family devotions for the entire Advent, so, and I asked my family what they were hoping for in the new year, what they would want to give thanks for, and got to record them, these precious words, in using the idea that Ali had to write on the vellum speech bubbles and add the gold numbers. So this, I'm really happy I got to do this, because I had already cut out my bubbles, my speech bubbles, before I saw her idea, but I got to stick them back on a page, so that's really nice. And so that's it. And at the last page I just did a filler with the pattern paper, this lovely journal card, and a bit of journaling about what I love about December. And then here I just used the envelope sets, this from the envelope set from this year, to add some of the cards and memorabilia I got in December. And this is a card from Jean Williams, which some of you probably know. So thanks, Jean, I love this. And so that's it. That is my flip through. If you would like to see more of some of my thoughts, please go to Ali's blog, and the post is there. And thank you for coming along with me, and for supporting and cheering me on, and hope to see you again next year.